Hey guys, happy Friday. I made it. Were you waiting? Get signed on. Give me a shout out. Tell me you're here. Let me finish getting my life together here. How's everybody doing? I am so excited because tomorrow actually is our card making live. Get together with the girls, so I'm really excited about that. And what else? I don't know. I feel like we haven't gotten together in forever, but we saw each other, some of us saw each other in December. It's only the end of January, but normally we meet like more towards the beginning of the month. So it's just, I don't know. I'm all over the place today. It's definitely Hot Mess Express, for sure. If you can hear that music, that's my husband. He's cooking dinner and jamming out. So I'm sorry if that bothers you. Oh, and I don't own the rights to this music, so please don't sue me because I'm poor. So that's what we're doing there. Okay, so Facebook, let me turn my sound down. I see that there I am, okay. I look crazy. I think I put too much highlighter on. Anyway, I'm sorry. If you're watching the replay, you know that a good 10 minutes you can fast forward because this is like the silly part. So I'm gonna take a drink, give it a few more minutes. I wish there was a way that we could cut this out before it posts, which I guess if you're making a video, you can do that, but I'm not that tech savvy. I just let Facebook post it for me. So, you know. So this week we've been talking about scraps, what to do with them. I'm working on it. I got some stuff today. I thought I had some key ring clips, you know how you clip them together instead of winding them through the metal. And so I was going to show you this great project, but in true Jessie fashion, I do not have every piece of what I needed. So we're just gonna, hi Billy, welcome. Thank you for coming. Did you get your packet yet? Anyway, so I'm going to show you what I have so far. It's going to be a work in progress. That's what I'm trying to say before I distract myself with a butterfly or, Lord only knows. So we're going to be making 2 cards using scraps today. One, we're going to be using the lovely lavender paper. Now I used 2 full packages of the lavender paper for our card making class for next weekend. And I was really proud because I literally had little tiny papers left. So I was just like, we're going to use these scraps. This is beautiful. And I can't waste not even the most tiniest piece. So I'm missing 1 piece. Let me see. Here we go. I have everything I need now. I don't know. Let's see. Hi, Cheryl. Long time no talk. So we're going to be using the lovely lavender to create this card right here and doing some stamping on it. And then this card isn't finished because I thought we could finish it real time. But, I don't even know what paper that is. It was in my scraps bin, and I'm just trying to use things up. And I was like, you know what? I love this. We're doing it. So we're going to do that. And in fact, on the card that we make, it's different paper because you could do this with any paper. That's the great thing about the cards this week. Whatever you got, you're good to go. You can use it. So, and then for sentiments, I'm going to use the perennial postage because I had it out. So those are the stamp sets. And after, I post pictures with what I used and all the measurements, so you're good to go. And so there you go. Hi, Sherry. Happy Friday to you. Okay. Well, I think we can get moving here. Moving and a grooving. Okay, so I talked to you about my bin, right? I named her Bertha. Oh, there we go. See, it's a lot. Normally, Bertha is full. This bin is used in my craft room as the catch-all. So when I am like running late and having to do stuff or clean up in a jiff, I throw everything in Bertha. That's what I do with her. Every once in a while, Bertha gets full and I have to organize and put things away. Otherwise, I'm like sifting through it. It's a big mess. So I didn't want to have you watch me sit there and divide all the paper, because we all know how to do that, I'm sure. But I wanted to show you like my thought process on how I deal with my fabulous mess. I went ahead and took the different sets of paper. So I just dropped a couple, but this is what was left out of 2 packs of Designer Series paper from our card making class that we're going to be doing next weekend. So all those packets, that's all that's left. And I used some of it today. Here's another set. I think it's Bold and Bright. I have paper left over from that. So that's how I went ahead and I separated all my scraps. If anything, hi Laura, was like dented or crap-a-doony, I just pitched it. Sorry, I have the full. So how I did it was I took any full sheets and packets that were in here and I just stacked those and I put them in piles depending on like, because Christmas is what I worked on last month, that was the majority of Bertha's contents. So all of that is Christmas. I'm just going to store it as Christmas. Then I have glitters and specialty papers. And I kind of keep those in the packaging they came with, if possible. Oh, look at that's nice. I like that. Sorry. I'm silly today. Okay, so here's my rule of thumb on glitter paper. Save glitter paper always. Never get rid of it unless it's so minute you cannot do anything. And then make confetti. Never get rid of glitter paper. That is my one rule. That is it. So, and right on time, Fast and the Furious has shown up. So, Designer Series paper, separated them into bundles, put a clip on them. We're going to do something with that in a sec. And then all the, not that piece, all the shiny, glittery paper. You can get a punch on that, or you can make a strip. You can keep it. You can use it. Never get rid of that. Unless it's like the dog chewed it, and then maybe I will allow it. And then I also have like some little cutout pieces and like, you know, stuff from Memories and More. And it's Christmas themed. So this is how I'm going to do it. This is my process. Move Bertha for a sec. I ordered from Amazon these 3-ring binder. You can put them in a binder. They're a little tall though. Like if I was going to put them in a binder, but they're actually this flap up here, which I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is, but it would stick out. So if it doesn't bother you that that sticks out taller than your 3-ring binder, you can binder these. But if not, my second idea was to take, because I bought a whole bunch, hold on. I bought a whole bunch of colors, okay? And they all have the little snap closures up top, and they have a thing so that you can put the name of the set or what you're storing. Like I'll put Christmas cutouts or bright and beautiful paper or whatever, you know, you get the idea. But my second idea, now that I see how tall they are, is I'm gonna get some 3-ring keychain clips, the ones that clip, you know, it's like a latch. And I'm going to bind them together with that. And so we're doing this in stages because I have to get those circles. But stage 1, label, open it up, take your set, stick it in there. Okay? Make it neater than what I'm doing. So I'm not going to do all this in front of you, but you get the idea. So number 1, that is how already I'm going to organize my scraps. So everything's going to have its own pouch, and it's going to be labeled. So I could just flip through and find what I need quickly. Now I do that for my designer series paper and my specialty papers, okay? So that's number 1. And then number 2, what I've started doing, and I just used a bag from one of my cardstocks. I'm keeping all my cardstock scraps in this because I grab them all the time. But I think what I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna get like a paper organizer for your desk, and I'm gonna have that so I can just stack them neatly in there. So every time like I need a little piece of white paper or something, I could just flip through and grab it. Okay, so I have a plan for my designer series paper and specialty paper, and then I have a plan for my cardstock. So this is how I'm getting organized in my life. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about before we move on to cards is, what do you do with like bigger pieces? Now you have a choice. You can, like this is half a sheet. You could store this with the set, like stack them, or you could cut this down into usable squares. Like we use a lot of 5 1/4 by 4 for matting, you know, on cards. So you could cut a bunch of those out. And so it makes it easier to stack and keep in your folders. So these are just some ideas that I'm kicking around to get your juices flowing and get your ideas going to organize your stuff, okay? And then this is another thing. I love these bags. I just stick the little pieces in there. So I'll separate these when I do my folders, get them all done. Get everything where it needs to be. So we'll have updates on that as I do it. Does anyone have a bin that they've named, or is it just me? I'm just wondering. Let me see what we got going on here. Okay, hi Pam. Hi Mom. Let's see, I think I said hi to everybody now. Oh, hi Kinsley. You watching too? Okay, so I'm gonna flip down. If you get seasick, close your eyes. Here we go. Boom. Let me see how we did. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. We'll wiggle that up. Okay. Let us start with the lovely lavender card. Now, I had a lot of fun with this card. Number 1, I had these scraps. Oh, I got ink on it. That were already cut out of that little packet I showed you. So I didn't even have to cut them. How great was that? So I just kind of took them. Oh my gosh, I got ink. Ink-a-dink-a-doo here. Okay, let me see. Let me figure out my life. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, this is the inside. Okay, so I took the mat and I made it a little bit smaller so that, you know, more of a border around it. And I just took this beautiful paper and I kind of played with it and did like a dark piece, a light piece, a dark piece. And I just kind of willy-nillied. Is that a word? I think it's a word. I kind of just crisscrossed them and fit them on there. okay? So play with it first, get it the way you kind of like it, however you do it, and then stick them down. So I'm gonna take some, oh, hold on one second. We're having power issues, girls. Give me a sec. You know, it's Friday. Of course we're gonna have issues. I should make one of those videos. Does anyone see those videos where it's like, I'm like this. Of course I do that. I'm gonna do one for crafting. Like, I'm a hot mess. Of course my power runs out. Anyway, those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, just ignore it. I'm crazy. Okay, here we go. We all know this. That's what you come for. Okay, so you just kind of offset them. So you don't have to, with this style, worry about being even, getting them spaced apart. No worries, right? Just have them, I don't want them to match. Do a little different. There we go. I don't know why this is so hard for me. Like, this could be upside down or right side up. Just depends on your perspective. But because, I'm gonna do it that way. In my brain, it's like, I'm working upside down, so it must be confusing. Okay, there we go. So there's the first step. How easy was that? You just throw the stuff on the paper. Here we go. And get yourself a little strip. Interesting fun fact, I cut extra off of this so it would be a little smaller and you would have a border. And so I got this strip left over when I cut the paper. So we're not wasting hardly anything. Oh, wrong one. Sentiment first. Let's see, which one did I use? Thank you for your friendship. That's cute. I like that. We're gonna do that. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Huh? Did you have a good week? Were you productive? I don't know how productive. I mean, I was productive. I got my stuff done, but I didn't feel 100% great. You know what I mean? Still kind of fighting that crud, and I don't know what my deal is. Do it, and it's a little down, but we'll allow it. It's Friday. I could trim it a little, but I'm not that fussed, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this up, a couple dimensionals. Here we go. Okay. And then just kind of put it in the middle or wherever you want it to live. You could even make it shorter, put some ribbon and a bow, and then tie that with a little dovetail, you know? Be fancy. Whatever you like. I'm gonna put some gems on there. There we go. Oh my goodness, static. First we had glue, now we have static. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, I'm going to take the lavender set. I love these butterflies, and I thought it just gave it that little extra something. So we're going to, that's my family. They're very loud. Lord love them. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what I did for this was I put just a little bit on the one butterfly. I didn't ink up both butterflies because you don't put ink where you don't want it, because then you'll get it somewhere you don't want it. And then, let's see, let's put the little butterfly at the bottom here. Cute, how cute is that? And then ink up again. Just light taps, you don't have to crush it. It's gonna pick up the ink. And then there we go. Okay. So there's that. Let me pull card base in. And then I'll use some wet glue. How easy is this? Who's done this before? I'm sure someone has. But I mean, it took me like, the longest part of this, honestly, was the inside, and only because I was having fun. It took me like a minute to come up with it, throw it together. Okay, look at this inside. Are you obsessed with this stamp set? It is gorgeous. Let me hold that down. There we go. You get the idea. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna start with the gorgeous grape and my lavender stalks. We're gonna block it up. Okay. And I'm gonna off stamp, I'll do it sideways. I'm gonna off stamp my flowers. See that? Now I went back in with, I have to see, I think I went in with Fresh Freesia. We'll try it. And I just doubled it. Now, just because I started with the, if you started with the light, you could have just went right into the dark ink and it wouldn't have hurt anything because it's the same kind of color family. But because I went dark to light, I'm just going to give it a little wipe down and kind of just off stamp it a little bit. Don't get it right on top of it because then they'll mesh. You won't see the pretty color. See? How beautiful is that? And easy. So I did that. And you could do it with actually 3. You could put some Highland Heather in there too. Like, just play with it. This is my favorite part about stamping. Like, when you get to get in there and play with your stuff. And if you haven't done it before and you're nervous, I suggest doing it on a piece of scrap paper first to kind of figure out what you want to do, because once you put it on that permanent piece, it's there, you know? So that's just a little tip. I'm going to do some layering. There we go. How cute is that? I am obsessed with this set. I cannot wait until we do our live because I am, sorry, getting distracted. No, I made 2 different kinds of fun folds So, you know, if you love this set, save your stamping, order the set. And that way those cards you can stamp with the matching. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I just can't even. That is so pretty. I love these. Okay. Let's glue it in, and that's the first card done. So let's see. Thank you. I love it too. Where did I put my cheese? Louise, guys. I am like, here it is. It's Friday. I don't even have to say anything, you know. So here we go. So how great would this be for a thank you note or just a little hello to your bestie? A little happy mail to a friend. You know, cards aren't just for Christmas and birthdays. Send them out. There we go. So there's our first card done. I'm going to take a sip of my drink and we're going to pull the next card up. Whew. Here we go. What else do I have to tell you? I don't know. I think of all these things and then I get on here and I forget. So here's my card base. Here's my card. Now, I'm going to demonstrate real quick how to put it together, but then we'll work with this one to finish it, okay? So basically, it's all strips. And you can see this is even a different set. You just line the strips up and tack them down. Now for this card, you want to make them moderately straight and a little bit of a, you don't have to have like a border. You could touch them. It just depends on how you do your cutting. Will they fit with a border or will they fit just pushed next to each other? Okay, so that's up to you. I did it 1-inch strips, and so on a 4 1/4 base, you have a 1/16 in between each one. So basically, you're gonna stick these down however you like it. I should probably do it because it's gonna drive me crazy, but you get the idea. So you're gonna do that as straight as possible. Then take your piece that coordinates and put the block on the bottom. And what I did here was I took my ribbon and I cut it and I secured it on this piece and then just glued that down. Okay, so that's how you get to this part of the card. I'll move that to the side so we're working with this. This really just needs a sentiment, you know, something to finish it up. And then you could do the inside, you could decorate it, or you could put a sentiment or whatever you want. But basically that is the card layout. So 1-inch strips, 1-inch by 4-inch, and then a 2-inch piece for the bottom. How easy is that? So take your favorite punch. And let me get into those. Let me see what I got here. Okay, I'm using the double oval punch. So I'm going to take some of this pretty glitter paper. And since my ribbon has the gold or the silver in it, we're going to punch out a little silver background oval. And then let me get into my, well, I don't know where my scrap pegs are, so I'm going to use this, but you know what I'm talking about. And a way so that you're not wasting paper, if you're not going to use that oval, up top, and you need to get to the bottom one. Just trim your scrap so that it'll fit in there. Okay, so there, more scrap. And now I can fit it in there. And when you're punching, make sure you're looking at your punch so you can position the paper where you need it. Okay, now let me pull in my sentiments again. I think Big Hugs will fit, so that's the one I'm gonna use. Is that this one? Let's see. It looks like it'll fit. We'll just keep our fingers crossed. Okay. Yeah, it'll fit. Let me see what colors I have available. Well, I have all the colors, but let's go with some of that. Blueberry bushel. Okay. Ugh. Hold on. Round 2. Flip it over. Let me try one more time. Okay. Dang it. Well, we're going to have to go with the first one, girls. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Here we go. Okay, so this is, I believe, the sticky back. Let me see. Yes. How easy is that? You can put in the middle. I'm going to put mine to the side. That even? And you can actually, if your ribbon is kind of thick, you can actually put some liquid adhesive or something as well, just to like give it a double really good bond. Then I'm just going to use some liquid. And double that up. There you go. Look at how easy that is. 2 cards done. I feel like that was pretty fast. What do you guys think? Is it fast? Is it me? Am I rushing? What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Let me see what we got going on in the comments. Let's see. Hi, Terry. Oh, okay. So a 12 by 12 paper bin. That's pretty smart, Sherry. I know. Basically, my big bin is just like, let me flip up so I can talk to you. Here we are. We're back. Basically, my big bin is just like my catch-all. So like, I am one of those people, I can't concentrate if my environment is a mess. I just can't. Like, I have to clear it away, start next project or whatever I'm doing. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I have to do that. So it just helps me stay focused and I don't get stressed out about the mess. So that's why I have the big bin, because, you know, I just done. Look at me, I'm clean. But yeah, I got rid of a huge bag of garbage. Like it just couldn't be used. It was crushed, it was wrinkled, it was ripped, it was just too much. It was too much. So cleaning up my life, cleaning out my stuff, and it's gonna be much better. Much better. Okay, sorry. It's just been a week. So that's it for me this week. I've come to a couple conclusions. I love doing these lives at night. 2 weeks is working pretty well for me, so we're gonna stick with that. I'm gonna try to keep it Wednesdays and Fridays for now, but I think we're gonna try 6:30 instead of 6, because I I tend to be like a little bit late every time. So I'm thinking if I put it at 6:30, but I tell myself it's 6, then I'll be early. So we'll just see, but you know with me, there are no promises. So those are my conclusions, and I will keep you updated on my scrap saga. If you do something amazing with your scraps, or you have something that really works for you, please share it, because I need all the help I can get. And I'm sure the other ladies would love to see and hear about it. So that is it for me this week. I love you all. I appreciate you guys for being here and spending time with me. I cannot wait for next weekend. Let me know when you get your packets. They are coming. They should be there anytime now. So until next week, bye.